Why modern relationship fail? We're living in the most confusing time for a relationship in human history. Relationships are more fragile than ever before. 50% of marriages end in divorces. And it's not because men are not good enough. It's because the entire relationship economy has changed. I'm going to share something that might be hard to hear, but it's going to save you years of frustration and heartbreak. The rules of the game have changed, and most of the men don't even realize that they play with an outdated rulebook. So what do I mean by all of that? For the first time in human history, we're just living all independently on our own. Especially if you live in the West, you understand what I mean by that. It used to be that man and woman would get together, make a pact in front of God, and they would stay happily married in a relationship, building a family, and living life joyfully in that manner. But now, women don't even need men. At least that's what they are thinking. Not financially, they're entering high-paying professions, they become marketing managers, they're graduating college at a higher rate than men. They are building their own independent lives. And this also means that the old social contract is dead. You know, the one that man provided and protected, and the woman supported the man in building a family. The man gets the house, and the woman would make the house a home. It's all gone now, okay? The things that might have worked for your father or your grandpa are not working for you anymore. So it gets more and more difficult the further we advance in society. And so men have not understand this recent update, the firmware update for today's contract when a woman wants to enter a relationship with a man. So they are getting it wrong. They think if they just work harder, if they make more money or become more successful, they secure their relationship with that woman. But let me tell you something. Being a provider is like having a pulse. It's just a basic requirements nowadays. And as I mentioned before, women don't even look for that. At least not in the West. I once went to a date with a woman. It was actually in Zurich, in Switzerland. There are many startups. She was working in a startup, whatever, marketing VP, bullshit. She told me that she wants a sperm donor because she doesn't want to depend on men and she can raise her kid herself. Think about that for a moment. This is where we are today. This kind of thinking would have been unimaginable 30 years ago. And it perfectly illustrates the massive shift that is happening in Western society. So let me come back to the point. We are shifted from a need-based relationship to a desired economy. Women are not choosing partners because they have a provider aspect, because they need them. They are choosing based on want, okay? So what they want has completely changed. They're not needing you for any security, for any money, or your job title, your status. It's about something much deeper. Your presence, your energy, how you make her feel. And I want you to think about it. In a world where women can provide everything for themselves, what is still rare? What's truly valuable? It's masculine energy. It's your strength as a man. The ability to stay centered in chaos. The capacity to be the rock and not being just a puppet or NPC in this world. You need to have a voice. You need to have your masculine core active now. Despite what everyone else is telling you to just follow the rules, follow whatever. Your character matters more than your achievements. A woman might be impressed by your success. That's how you get her. But in order for her to stay and remain in your life, you need to have the mental strength and toughness of a leader. That's what she has not. And she can never have it. It's because it's in our DNA. And you don't have to replicate anyone. It's about developing your authentic presence, not some fake alpha male behavior. Genuine, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing yourself, who you are, what you stand for. The best case scenario that you can create is that she is admiring you. How do you get her to admire you? Women don't care about cryptocurrency. They don't care about marketing strategies whatsoever. However, if you speak about it passionately, this would be the thing that she will find interesting. A man with a higher purpose. It can be your guitar, it can be your motorbike, it can be trading, it can be whatever it is for you. See, I'm advertising for uniqueness and you need to remain in your true identity. However, you also need to take the lead because that's your responsibility. You have been assigned as a man to do that. So don't run away from it. It's not getting better by that. You need to lead the relationship. And once she's admiring you, you also have her trust. A lot of men then lose themselves in a relationship. The moment that she becomes your center, your entire world for everything that you do, that's when she starts losing the admiration and attraction. So you need to build a life that's fulfilling on its own. The relationship with a woman is just a cherry on top. And so the truth about modern relationship is hard to hear for some. But if you want to be successful in today's dating world, you need to understand what's really going on. The economics have changed. So although the rules for the game have changed, it doesn't mean that you cannot win. It just means that you need to adapt your strategy. And half of it, it's also who you get yourself involved with. Me personally, I have enough of modern Western woman. Google, energy, VP of sales, marketing, whatever that woman was, who wants some sperm donors. Let them do their shit. I'm not going to reproduce with those, okay? You shouldn't either. But you do you. The decision that you're taking for who you take as a partner is one of the most important in your life. There are actually women that still want to have a family, women who still want to support the man and is also allowing of one leader in the relationship. So start by understanding what kind of relationship do you want. You most likely won't find the love of your life in the club, and neither will it be in Ibiza. So understand where to look for them, and then who do you have to be? Because these women exist, also in the West. I believe that this has changed because a political agenda that has been pushed. You see more wokeness, you see more woman go-go energy. It's not leading to a happy family life. Because women have achieved so much independence, they are actually more free than ever to choose men based on the strengths of character rather than resources. So it's not the guy who is the richest who will have a lasting relationship, it's the one mentally strong. Think about it. A woman who can provide for herself doesn't need you to make all the money, but she might be craving something else entirely. And that's a man who can provide real leadership, who has the emotional strength to take charge for the both of you or for the family that you create. Often these men have tried to create an equality. By this 50-50, everyone can decide, everyone can be a leader in this relationship. 50-50 relationship will never work. Equal everything. Sounds fair, right? But these perfect equal partnerships are actually making both of you miserable. And that's because when everyone is in charge, no one is in charge. And then they become passive and they don't decide. They don't have this edge anymore. There cannot be two captains on a ship. There has to be one captain and one right hand. Think about it. How many times have you been in this endless loop of what do you want to do, baby? I don't know what you want. You tell me what you want. What would you like to eat? I don't care. You decide. Every tiny decision that you want to make is becoming a community meeting. And this is for small things. Now think about big decisions. Where to live, where to move, what education your kid should have. And her attraction for you will die in this equality. When nobody is taking the lead, you end up with two passive partners. You lose your edge. You lose the polarity that makes you want to be with a woman in the first place. So when I talk with men about being a leader, I'm not talking about being a dictatorship. I'm talking about having a vision for your life and for the relationship, then being willing to make the decision, and by that creating a space where she can feel safe to be her feminine. Anyway, that's it for this short video. If you like that video, there's a button for that. I'm really curious what you think about this. So drop me any comments that you have about this topic. I'm gonna read them all and going to reply to you. If you want, there's more videos like this. Have a good day and see you in the next video.